Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about why your ads suck and how you guys can start to improve those ads, whether you're a business owner or you're a marketing, like you're a social media marketing agency owner and you're trying to get better results for your clients. Okay, so if you guys are new to the channel, my name's Elliot Drake. I'm a 20-year-old entrepreneur. I'm the founder of House of Influence as well as landclients.com, and our mission is to help reform the educational system by providing world-class education that is accessible to everybody. Okay, so I get this question all the time. I actually get a number of different kind of questions, but they all fall back to these couple points that I'm going to share with you guys today. And they're always like, hey Elliot, how do I make my targeting better? I'm not getting results from my clients. They have all these issues, and they're like, but really the underlying issue with not being able to get results with your ads all comes down to these things. And it's actually like, it's not really simple, but it's more simple than you think. And so people just think it's different things. Like they think like, oh, I need to get better with targeting, or, you know, I don't understand the Facebook ads platform enough. So like, can you show me how to do that? But really it's not that, right? And so basically the first thing that I'm going to talk about is whenever you're creating ads, right? Like people just are like, they want to create an ad for this offer, but they just think that as soon as they run the ad, they're like, oh, here's a promotion on blank, blank, and blank, come get it now. But they don't really think about the customer and the pain points and like, does the ad stand out? Is it attractive? Like, and all this stuff. So I'm gonna give you some actionable steps that are gonna be able to help you inside of this video. And so the first thing that I'm gonna say is that you need to know your customer's pain points. And so if you're working for somebody else and you're running their ads, you need to know your client's customers' pain points, and you need to understand everything about that person. Like marketing is about speaking directly to one person and their pain points, and like future pacing and, you know, playing on their like beliefs and like their overall just mental state. It's not so much like what kind of the best offer that we can use. It's more so like, how does the thing that you're trying to get them to buy or get them to opt into, like how does that transform their life? How does that impact things, right? And so like the first step that you guys need to take, this is an action item, is start doing research on your customers, like, and who they are. Build customer avatars and things like that. That's what I teach people in the, our exclusive Land Clients group, and the people we work with on a one-on-one basis is like how to do market research and, you know, how to actually like put yourself and your mental state inside of your customers and like look at the ads and the things that you're trying to do from their point of view, to where like, hey, you know, I'm going to my ad account, like I'm searching through my feed on my customer. If I saw this, like, would I buy it? Like, is this something that is actually attractive? That's the crazy thing, is like people are putting together ads and things that just absolutely suck, right? So that's the first thing that you guys really need to do, is understand your customer, figure out their different pain points, and figure out where they're at in life, and then craft all of your messaging for your ads towards that, right? And let me give you an example of, like, I literally just had like a call with one of my students, and like we were talking about his niche and like kind of the ads that he was thinking about putting together, and like he's going after a niche of home, like not like large companies, but just like a construction renovation company that, like, say they renovate your bathroom or their kitchen, right? And so like we were talking about a lot of different stuff of like, you know, how to make a really good offer for that niche and like how to craft the ads. And what I was talking about is like, imagine like what everyone else is doing, because like in the ads and when we're running ads, like we're bidding against other people. So how do we stand out? And so like the example I gave is, imagine if, you know, we're running this ad to people and we're like, hey, you know, we're running a special right now. Do you want your kitchen renovated? You know, we'll do it for 20% off. Just click here to book a call, right? Versus what if we had an ad that was playing on things that are different than the product, but really connected in regards to, hey, attention, did you guys know that on average, families that have a renovated kitchen say that they have a closer, more tight-knit family. Plus, they also save money because they're more apt to eat at home and save money than eat out, because they live and they have a nice and a comfortable new kitchen that is functional and is just like warming, right? So what if we had an ad that was structured around that, right? Structured around their family and how those different things like impact their overall life versus just getting this deal, right? Like a kitchen restoration is like expensive, right? Like that's an expensive offer, but it's worth it. Like the 15, like say the $15,000 or $20,000 to do that, that's not just like get a new kitchen, that's an investment into your family, into, your loved ones and the relationship that you have with your kids, and, time and things that you're never going to be able to get back. Sorry about that. So my dog started barking, but like I was saying is that, that's like an investment into their family and their loved ones and things of that nature. Like an ad like that is going to convert so much better because we're hitting on pain points and not focusing directly on the offer, right? Like people don't buy what you have, they buy why you do it, and they buy like the way that it makes them feel and how it's going to impact their life in some way or another, right? That's like a really big thing that people just don't understand. So that's why I'm starting there. So like really think about that and then use that mindset of doing research and like kind of putting yourself in their position to start to craft your ads. All right. So the next thing that I'm going to talk about is like more of like the actual creative and like how you put together the ad itself. And so like some key things is like video is one of the most powerful things you can use, especially short video when you're running ads. From just like, a user can like a consumption standpoint, from your ability to get a message across a lot easier and move someone down the buyer's journey a lot faster, video ads work a lot better. But you can get away with images as well. Normally just with those, I just have long form sales copy and then they have to go to a page and then buy from there. But just make your ads entertaining, right? Like this is a good rule of thumb. So like entertain, educate, and then execute. Like your ads need to pop out. They need to be able to educate people, like entertainment, like get people to entertain. Like look at the Dollar Shave Club. Like they built their whole business around like ads that performed well, right? In a second, I'm about to go into my computer and like show you some examples, like specifically like one of my mentors that has spoken to me a lot is like Billy Gina's marketing, right? Like he has built his business, a 7-figure, I think maybe 8-figure business, maybe not, I don't know, like around there, massive business around entertaining, like being like relevant and like entertaining the customer and then asking them to buy, because it's all about hooking them in, right? I'm also going to show you guys like the components of a 1 minute video ad, and I'm going to be able to give you guys this in the description. So when I go over it, if you check the description, you're going to be able to see that in there. But yeah, like let's jump into my computer and let's just kind of talk a little bit more about ads that are entertaining. I'll show some examples and stuff like that. All right, guys. So first thing I'm going to go over is just a pinup. So this is the 4 components of a 1 minute video. So as a lot of you guys know, I got my start by working at a big agency called Blitz Metrics and got mentored by Dennis Yu and a lot of those guys. And this is a concept that I learned there, and I just utilize it today. So like I give them all the credit. You guys should really go check all of them out. They're really amazing and they do a lot of really cool stuff. But this is like how you guys should structure your video ads, right? It's like 4 components of 1 minute video. It goes back into the education standpoint and why it's so important. Like the average watch time on Facebook is like 6 seconds on average, right? So the most important thing is like, how do we hook somebody in? Because like, it's one thing, like we have to hook someone into our ad before they actually listen to what we have to offer, right? So first 3 seconds, like get a hook, whether you just like something that's going to entertain, they're going to be scrolling through their feed, right? And they're going to be like, oh snap, what is this? And then stop and then be willing to listen to, what it is you have to say, right? And so you can follow that. So first 3 seconds, we get them in, so they're watching, we have their attention, and then we want to ignite the pain and pleasure. Just like what I was talking about is like people, like what are the emotions, where are their pain points? Hit on that pain point in that like 3 to 15 second range, right? Like the users must identify with a problem or opportunity, ask a question, show success or failure, make clear of the benefit, right? It's like, what is the thing that they're gonna, like, what's the benefit and what's going to like actually get into their head, right? And then after you move from there, so then you describe the solution. So now that you put them in the mental state of understanding their problem and where they're at, and you ignite that, then you're like, okay, this is how you solve it. And like, if you guys have been around for a while, I've talked a lot about like taking your customers from like where they currently are to where they desire to be, right? That's the same thing with sales, and like ads are just a form of sales. It's just different than like one-on-one sales, but it's a form of just selling people. And so the way that you really sell people is about like allowing them to understand where they currently are and the pain point of staying there, and then allowing them to understand where they desire to be and what that looks like, and then positioning yourself as a way to bridge the gap, right? That's all really it is. And so that's the same thing that's happening here. We have the hook, so they listen, then we're allowing them to understand their current state and where they currently are and why it's not good, and then describe the solution. So like the desired situation, like then you make them like get clear on their desired state and where they should be, and then explain what you're offering and why this is the way to bridge that gap. And then at the end, like then you have your call to action that's like, hey, go sign up and join this live webinar, hey, come, book a call with me, all this stuff. Like these ads work all across the board. It's, everything. Okay. So this is going to be in the to download in the description below. You just click the little link and check that out. And so now I'm going to play a video, and this is somebody you guys really, really need to study. Because he is probably the best in this space at making ads that are entertaining and that convert and make a lot of money, okay? So this ad is, like, I'm sure you guys have seen it, right? It has been played millions of times, and he's made millions of dollars off this ad, and it was to promote his course, his online course about like how to make ads. So what is a perfect way to get people to buy this course on how to make amazing ads than to make an amazing ad like this? So this is all based off, most of you guys probably watching this channel know The Wolf of Wall Street, that movie with Jordan Belfort, and all that. If you haven't, go and watch it. It's a little bit graphic in some scenarios. I mean, it's one of my favorite movies, but there's a lot that you can learn from it. It's just a really good movie. And so he based it off this. So I'm going to play a short amount of this ad for you guys just to like show you, to get the concept of why this ad really works. Okay, so let's play it.
$25,000 to the girl who lets
Sorry, I was lagging.
me shave her head.
Wait. In about 4 minutes, this advertisement is going to disappear, which gives me just enough time to shave her head and give you the opportunity to become a real marketer. My name is Billy Jean, and I'm the wolf of paid advertising.
See, right there. So I'm going to diagnose this ad. Like, do you see how he hooked it in? Like, most people go in and they're like, hey, my name is blank, 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 and this is what I have to, bam, you already lost them, right? He got you hooked, and then he told you who he was, and now he's going into it.
When it comes to paid advertising, on any given month, I spend about $10,000 on podcasts, another $36,000 on billboards, about $100K on Facebook, and another $200K on YouTube. Cheers. And if I'm being completely honest, another $30,000 to $50,000 on this penthouse, company trips, a Bentley, a Corvette, a suite at the San Diego Padres. Why? Well, that's because it's awesome.
Right? And so what he just did just now was he added, so he told you who he was, and now he's added social proof. He's kept the video ad engaging and all that, but he's added social proof by telling you the different things he's done, how much money he's been able to spend. So then you're like, okay, this is a credible guy. You know what I'm saying? So he built that credibility proof. So where what it does is it builds trust with the people he's trying to target.
Now, before you skip this ad, let me ask you a question. Do you hear that?
I love this one.
That's the sound of
Right? And so what he's doing now is, since he went into that whole spiel, so now he has to re-engage you because he's doing a long form ad. So he's doing these different transitions. So he went and explained his authority, and then bam, some people might drop off, but then he switches to this thing, like, the right? As a way to transition, to keep you engaged, to keep the listener like, oh, this is like cool, like keeping the brain, because our attention spans are like really like off now.
Opportunity knocking. Some entrepreneurs will skip this ad because they're allergic to opportunity. But not you. You're smarter than them.
See right there, what he said is most entrepreneurs are allergic to opportunity. So what is he doing? Going back to that one, like that thing, is he's igniting the pain. He's playing on their insecurity. He's like, no, because he's targeting entrepreneurs here, right, to help them get better. And so he's like, the entrepreneur in them is like, no, I love opportunity. So he's playing on their pain point, and then he's playing on that so it fuels him up, and then he's reconfirming them like, no, you're not. So that's like something called like self-affirmations, not self, but like putting confidence in them, empowering them, which is a form of building trust as well.
You know the consequences of not using social media advertising in 2017, and that's why you're still here listening.
See these little black boxes?
Right, so I'm not going to play this whole thing. Then he goes into here, and it's more of a skit, right?
Entrepreneurs.
So he goes through all this stuff, right? And he just is talking about advertising anyways. And so what's going to happen is at the end, he's going to promote. So he has this call to action. Right?
Don't be ferocious!
So watch, now we're going to move into the call to action. So now we're moving into the call to action. Right, so that is an amazing form of, building that, just having engaging ads, guys. Just like having those engaging ads that are going to convert. That's how you're going to become successful. Like, that's really what it is. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. I hope I brought you value here. If I did, please just comment down below, like this video. Trying to grow this channel, so hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I post every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as well as Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then sometimes I post throughout the week or whatever. But just if you turn on notifications, you'll see whenever I post. And feel free to like hit me up on Instagram. Is the best place to reach me, guys. It's just Elliot Drake, ELLIOT, Drake like the rapper, DRKE_. That's the best place for you guys to reach me if you have any questions. So thank you guys again so much for watching. It's been Elliot Drake. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next ones. See ya.